Dear snowmakers, I'm Julian from the TechnoAlpin Academy, and today I'm going to show you our new production forecast in the mobile app. I have opened the app and here we can already see our ski area. But now let's get to the forecast. To do this, we tap on the corresponding panel below. A rough weather forecast for the next few days is displayed at the top line here. Just below this, you can switch between the tabular view and the map view. First, let's take a closer look at the tabular view. The first forecast we see here is the wet bulb temperature curve for the selected day. In this case, that would be Monday the 4th of November. If I tap with my finger anywhere in the wet bulb temperature curve, the exact values are displayed. In addition, the minus 2.5 degree limit is marked here with a blue line. Below that, we can see the curve of the relative humidity. Again, I can just tap with my finger on any individual time period and the corresponding values are displayed. The third curve shows us the development of wind speed and wind direction. To see the exact values, you can simply tap on any area of the curve as we have seen before. Finally, we now come to snow production. As the forecast doesn't show us quite as much here, let's switch to Tuesday. I scroll right down and we'll see the snow production forecast. As we can see, a little more snow production would be possible here. For example, let's take a closer look at the period between 7 and 8 o'clock. Here we can see that a good 688 cubic meters of snow production would be possible. It is important to note that the cubic meter values always refer to the amount of water and not the amount of snow. When calculating these values, the liter capacity of the individual pump stations is also taken into account. Now I tap at the time frame from 8 o'clock onwards, and here we can see that only a good 250 cubic meters of water could be converted into snow. Until now, we have looked at the forecast for the entire ski area. If I only want to take one specific slope into account in the forecast, I can select it in the top right hand corner. Let's take a look at the König-Lauren slope. Here we can see exactly the same curves as before, only this time they are only related to the König-Lauren slope. Now I will switch back to Tuesday and see how much snow could be produced only on the König-Lauren slope. From 6 to 7 o'clock, for example. Here I could turn 73 cubic meters of water into snow. But now let's take a look at the map view. Here we see a timeline above the map. If I tap the play button on the left, the time lapse starts playing. In this case, we see the development of the wet bulb temperature. But now let's take a look what other values we are allowed to display on the map. To do this, I tap on the corresponding symbol at the bottom left. We can now display the following values here: wind speed, air temperature, relative humidity, snow depth, fresh snow, the wet bulb temperature, or the amount of precipitation. Now let's select the wind speed. Currently we only see the König-Lauren slope. Let's select the entire ski area again. If we now zoom in further on the map, we can see our pits in 3 different variants. Let's get into the differences. In yellow, we see the pits on which there is a snow producer where snow production would be possible. In grey, we see the pits on which there is also a snow producer installed, but where snow production would not be possible. And in white we can see the pits where there is no snow producer installed at the moment. Dear snowmakers, That was a brief insight into the production forecast of our mobile app. And now I wish you lots of fun making snow.